你跨年要做什么？你过年要做什么？
Cut. He just said 跨年 and 过年, and they both translate to New Year's. Like, what's going on? There's something wrong here.
Actually, even though they're both translated to New Year, they're different years. 跨年 refers to New Year on the Gregorian calendar, which is January 1st. Countdown, ball and huge fireworks. Whereas 过年 refers to Lunar New Year, reunion dinner, family, and firecrackers. 跨 literally means to step over, making 跨年 step into the new year. This is appropriate as most of the celebrating in Taiwan ends when the clock strikes 12 on New Year's Eve, making for one small step into the new year. 过 means to pass through, making 过年 pass through the new year. Unlike the Gregorian New Year, Lunar New Year celebrations typically happen over the course of 5 to 6 days and up to 18 days if you're more traditional. And with that, I'd like to wish you Happy Chinese New Year!
Cut. Okay, we gotta decide. Is it Happy Chinese New Year or Happy Lunar New Year?
Well, in Mandarin it's all the same. I'm only here to teach Mandarin. This seems like a problem to English speakers.
All right. Take your beautiful face and six-pack abs. So, Lunar New Year refers to a time similar to winter solstice, whereas Chinese New Year refers to a set of traditions and celebrations related to that time, such as Christmas, Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa. So what are Taiwan's traditions and celebrations for the Lunar New Year? You see, most of Taiwan's Lunar New Year traditions come from Chinese culture. Hold off on the comments until the end of the video. Hear me out. While some traditions have evolved, some are slowly fading in modern Taiwan. Many people, especially the youth, see Lunar New Year as a 1 week-long vacation from work. But let's still go through some of those traditions. We do a big spring cleaning on the day before the New Year. New Year's Eve is a big family dinner with a lot of food, followed by parents and grandparents giving red envelopes filled with money to children as a symbol of good fortune. The New Year itself is ushered in at the stroke of midnight with a prayer to the Jade Emperor and to ancestors. Then, in the olden days, mothers did not get to visit their parents or relatives a lot. So, on the second day of the New Year is when the family goes with the mother to visit her family. On the fifth day, work reopens with a series of offerings and hopes for good wishes. Oh, and did I mention food? My God, there's a lot of food. Many foods are consumed during the New Year because of their meaning and symbolisms. We're gonna list some of the foods right here. All right, pause. Here, this is where I want to highlight two foods. Due to China's size, some Lunar New Year traditions have regional differences. For example, people in the north would eat dumplings, whereas the people in the south would actually eat rice-based foods such as radish cakes. From the 1600s to the 1800s, the Chinese who immigrated to Taiwan were mostly of Hokkien, Hakka, or Cantonese origin in southern China. And they brought along with them many New Year's traditions. It wasn't until 1949, when the Chinese Nationalist Army fled from China to Taiwan after the Chinese Civil War, that Taiwan started to see northern foods and traditions. This blend of northern and southern Chinese New Year cultures could be what makes Taiwanese New Year's traditions unique. However, Chinese New Year traditions are not the only way to celebrate this time of the year. Lunar New Year is celebrated in Korea, and Vietnam. And while their traditions have been influenced by hundreds of years of interactions with the Chinese culture, they also have their own traditions and celebrations. And what's more, not all of Asia celebrates the Lunar New Year. Thailand, Cambodia, and Laos, for example, celebrate the New Year in April with Songkran, while Hindu culture in India celebrates Diwali in October. In the end, New Year's is a time of good wishes and celebrations. No matter what you call it, New Year's is a time for family to come together, relax, and eat. A lot.
Today, we went over a couple of Mandarin words and phrases, but if you want to learn more, you can watch the Legit Mando on www.TaiwanPlus.com and our YouTube channel, TaiwanPlus.
You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our news YouTube channel, TaiwanPlus News.
We would like to wish you Happy New Year, or in Mandarin, 新年快乐!